Hey there, Agent Bravo 7 is here again, and we're continuing our Hawaiian adventures. Right now we are at... what's it called? Right now we are at Kahului International Airport. The airport we didn't make to on our previous flight. The scenery is honestly quite amazing. Um, Okay, kinda sad. We were approaching from there, from the southern side. The blinking lights were actually the helicopter's lights. Okay, so that's the helicopter terminal. Also, we have a fully modeled passenger terminal here. You can see Hawaiian Airlines advertisement. It's the passenger terminal. Buses, taxis, car parking. High definition ortho around the airport. And here's the FBO, both Hawaiian Flight Services and Signature. We are closer to the Signature. Here are the hangars, and here's our little 172. So, what happened on the previous flight? I guess the oil was leaking badly from the old engine, and for some reason the oil pressure annunciator didn't light up. Although the oil pressure indicator was showing the low, I wasn't paying enough attention. Something to memorize. But since we did the complete overhaul of the engine, right now it shouldn't be an issue. We added some more oil. So using the massive electrode spark plugs. Either way, at least nothing dangerous is gonna happen to us this time. I hope at least. Oil temperature is already low. Or is it not? No, not really. The engine is still warm from the run-up after the overhaul, so let's just keep it that way. And let's start up. The pre-flight was finished as part of the maintenance, so we're gonna actually just one short thing. Remove the chokes. The rest of pre-flight was finished as a part of the run-up, or as a part of the maintenance run-up, so we will skip this for now. Okay, it's time to fire up. Master switch on, beacon is on. The engine is warm already, so no need to prime it. Tata. Slowly opening the mixture. 1000 RPM. The battery is charging. The oil pressure is fine. Okay. Time to turn on the avionics. This is going into standard mode for now. Good thing nothing got fried in this incident before. Well, we were careful. So let's pick up the weather. Okay, let's check our directional gyro. It shows anywhere but our current heading. So set it up. This is gonna be around 24 degrees, heading around 0.24. Fast. Here it is. The drift is awful, and let's pick up our weather.
Papa Hotel Oscar Golf Airport information Oscar 2154 Zulu weather wind 041 at 15 gusting to 23 visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 3,400 6,900 scattered temperature 32 dew point 19 altimeter 3001 advise on initial contact you have information Oscar
3001 and information Oscar. Okay, this seems to be fine. We are gonna head out visually, so shouldn't be any problems. Runway 5 seem to be the appropriate one for departure. Guess we're gonna just take off and head north of the volcano. What's it called? The storm system is actually past us, so no real problem here. Oh, nice scan. That's actually amazing. That's a beautiful island, really. What is that volcano called? Haleakala volcano. The one of the highest Hawaii peaks. Has two high ones on the island where we're gonna head to, but it's high enough. 10,023 is the peak. Okay, so turn on the altitude reporting mode. Bullet point viewer is gonna be 112.3. 112.3. No reception yet, so let's just set it up for the future. Radio 338. We're gonna use a reciprocal. Wait. Not this. 338, which is gonna be 158. Actually, can until well, before you would be able to do this IRL, it wouldn't be a bad idea to show your to show your daughter and her husband, if you will have a chance, the same places in VATSIM. Trust me, it definitely might be interesting for them. I mean, Sierra, for example, was really felt almost at home at when we were checking out Las Vegas, where she was born and grown up. We checked out the Vegas in the VATSIM, and she basically gave me the guided tour around the city and around the county. So VATSIM is a great way to travel from your chair. But nothing beats the IRL visit, so of course, if you will be able to, then go for it. Okay, let's see if there is anything going on around in VATSIM. Nope, literally nothing. You can just taxi out and depart. This is the runway 5. And it's quite a long taxi, so I think we will take off from the 2. Okay, before taxi light on, directional gyro set, altimeter set. Let's roll. Turn coordinator works, directional gyro shows what it's supposed to. Easy there, easy there. Not so fast. Oh my. There are some serious winds. It was pretty windy all weekend. At least from what I noticed. And not only Kahului, but also Honolulu, around the whole island, and generally in the area. I mean, the islands are generally pretty windy, so no surprise here. Okay, we're at runway 02. Trim set for takeoff. Fuel fed from both tanks. Run up. 1800. Max check. Both are fine. Suction is fine. Back to 1000. Landing lights on. Strobes on. Condensators work, but don't count on them. Okay. Time to take off. Hopefully the turbulence is not going to be as bad as on our initial flight. So... what is that? Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. $60 knots. Rotate. Interestingly, we're already receiving the VOR. Ouch. Flaps coming up. And turning east on the highway. Not even sure, 1500 or 2500. Because generally we can take both. Clouds your load courtesy of active Sky XP. Let's climb 2500. So I don't see any reason not to. Still perfectly visual weather up here. I wonder what's gonna be like if SimCoders would add the current the board state is Flying Club for reality expansion pack planes. I wonder what would happen if they add the state Scrapyard. That's the Project Fly standard feature. Compare. Give me a second, I'm gonna show you. Okay. Autopilot heading mode on. And autopilot altitude hold mode on. Alright. $2,400 RPMs. The island of Maui. Let's see, is there anything that Project Fly? Is there anything that our briefing is gonna say us about the flight? The Akala volcano. Maybe we can find this small church where Charles Lindbergh spent his last years. Not sure about that, but who knows? But yeah, in Project Fly, here's this thing called Streaming Tools, which allows you to set up a special link which serves as a browser web page and could be integrated into your stream. So in flight it would be sharing your progress in this kind of strip, kind of information strip. Here's the volcano. Goes high up. Yeah, I would say that's the most often used feature of Project Fly, at least among the streamers. And it makes it really easy to set up. And again, it's absolutely free. So I don't see any reason to not use it. Absolutely gorgeous coast. Ouch. Okay. Nice windy roads. I know a person who would be really willing to race on them. Small settlement called Valua, next to some coral reefs. Yep, the engines seem to be enjoying the life much more than before. Actually, how fast this thing can go? Setting the full power. Okay, this is worrying a little. Now going over the red line. Yeah, 120 seem to be the top. Because we definitely don't want to overspin the engine. This is something I definitely won't like. Small 4-cylinder engine. Coming up on Hana Airport. If we would be taking the program that was created by Microsoft for us, it would be our destination for the night. But we're gonna continue towards the big island. The biggest island of the Hawaiian archipelago, called, unsurprisingly, the island of Hawaii, or just Hawaii. That seemed to be the airport. That's where it can. Uh. Hmm. Okay, that's the Hana airport. Really small one. Yeah, that sounds like a that definitely sounds like a error of the incorrect credentials, but I'm not sure I would be able to help you. Um, the only thing I can recommend to you is try to sign up to log in here. Upload. Okay. Try to log in here. That's the current version, which is still considered beta for some reason. But it really is the current major version. Alright, we're coming up on the radial 338 towards on the radial 338 of Upolu Point VOR, which is our next destination. Well, happens to the best of us, honestly. Can not something I would really care about. Good thing you got through. Let's see if we can find this little church. I don't believe it's here. No, I don't see it anywhere. Alright. Okay. Next task is radial 158. Oh, 5, 1, 2, 3. Radial 158. Let's see this thing intercepting it. This is gonna be interesting. This autopilot uses the heading bug in the nav mode as the HSI course selector, because it can't receive the course information from the OBS. Sorry, from the VOR receiver, which is honestly quite weird, but that's how it works. That's how it works in real life. So here's that. Okay, we're about to intercept the radio. Which happened to be Airway Victor 11. The big island is already could be recognized in the haze. And the autopilot is finally intercepting the radio. The fuel flow is a bit over what I was expecting. Not sure why, but okay. And we seem to finally be on course. Back to 24 p.m. Back to 2400 RPMs. By the way, since I don't have any kind of any kind of public music going on, I encourage you to put on some of your own tunes. I'm already thinking about contacting one artist I know, not very popular. He is on the Bandcamp, or should I say, they are on the Bandcamp, and maybe we could arrange some kind of a deal. So I would promote the music on my live stream. It's not very. It's not very old, but it's not very well known, but pretty pretty famous in this Eurobeat scene artist, and I think that general public promotion would give us a kind of an it would be mutually beneficial for both of us. They are self-publishing, so we shouldn't be getting into any kind of deeper issues. I mean, some of their tracks are were published by the bigger publisher, but they still should be. But we can just avoid them. So we might have some music pretty soon. So what are we gonna do here? Before I was thinking about going all the way to Hilo, but this seemed to be a long way, and to be fair, there doesn't seem to be anything of a real significance. So we will just take a trip down to the southern coast of the Hawaii island. Turn around somewhere around Kauna Point or Milioli village, and we'll return to Kona Airport. Push altitude, temperature. Push altitude will be about 2400, and outside temperature is 24 Celsius. Curious, what kind of zero is this? Seems to be our true airspeed. Not sure what airspace they are referring to. I honestly don't see any. People who actually complain about Cessna 172 speed, I guess some just forget that 105 knots is already 120 miles per hour, or even 100, or even almost 200 kilometers per hour. So this is still faster than most of the cars on the most of the cars could go on a highway. So I don't think there's anything to be complaining about, especially complaining to a car. Yeah, it's a decent plane, Ken. For what it is, it's a great plane. I mean, my ever favorite plane is Cessna. My ever favorite general aviation plane is and always is gonna be Cessna 182 Skyline, which is basically a Skyhawk with a 6-cylinder engine. I mean, I won't lie, I enjoy most of the Cessnas. But there's just something about Skyline that makes it just right. Huh. Why sold? Not flying anymore, or all right. We are coming up on Upolu Point VR. Hello there, the big island. Autopilot is off. Gonna do some hand flying. Gonna continue eastbound while we can. Not change the cruising altitude much. We are gonna explore the valley. Which one it is? What's it called? Let's see. Waipo Valley. Oh, it's actually... seem to be on the other side. Okay, let's just head along the coast towards Waikoloa. Cessna 182 is actually something I want to own at some point, because it's a pretty cheap in well, it's cheaper than a lot of high performance singles aircraft. Pretty easy to find parts, doesn't seem to go out of production, so always could be easily serviced, and actively used by the government services and such, so pretty sure the parts and the planes are always will be in good stock. Well, the ones showing up on the GPS seem to be Waimea Kohala Airport. Let's descend to 1500. Stay within the limits and not fly into the clouds. Oh, Ken. I mean, wait, you are in the US, right? Because in the US, PPL could be obtained for less than 10,000 bucks, which honestly generally is less than typical car price, and you can easily credit it or get a or even get a financing, since it's considered an education. Although I have a feeling that insulin, right? I think some kind of diabetes is considered a condition disqualifying from the medical. I'm honestly not sure about that, but this is something to be aware of for you, if you would be trying. Ken, again, actually, sport pilot license in the US again, I think you can get it for 6 grand pretty easily. So I wouldn't call it like entirely unaffordable. I mean, a lot of people get cars for a lot of people get cars for higher price, yet gotcha, Ken, gotcha. Yeah, that complicates things. And Finbar, thanks for the host. Welcome everyone who was watching Finbar stream. We are exploring right now the big island of Hawaii. And gonna fly by the foot of its grand volcanoes. Says historic site, but I'm not sure what do they mean by historic site. Looks nice though. Yeah, that looks really interesting. Okay, here's again something that called resort. This looks like a huge villa. A really huge one. enough to have a private airstrip. Not sure why they don't. We're now at Waikoloa. Here's Maui on a mountain. Which is again a volcano. Right. Time to descend to 2000 exactly, I think. Oh wait. Climb to 2000 exactly. And continue southbound. Towards our destination. A thousand. Okay. For some lava fields. Old lava fields. Everything is already known solid. Interestingly, lava is a great fertilizer, so in time these fields are gonna be green. Just it needs some actual soil for the fertilizer to work. So it's not really fast. But everything is gonna get better here. Yeah, I noticed. Let's go straight towards 210. And okay, 25. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay. Something like that. Right. $100. Definitely the aftermath of an eruption. The area is always covered by clouds. I'm going to transition through class Delta. Much more of the interesting settlements around here. And here's Kona International Airport, which is gonna be our destination after this flight. Let's descend to 1500. We're not landing yet, just transitioning the airspace. And from here we will head out to check out the beaches of Hawaiian. Right. Climb a little bit. That's the airport. Come on. Climb. Here we go. Good plane. Okay, this is confusing. Okay, altitude hold mode. Only 400. Seem to be the city of Kona. Highways. Oh, that looks nice. It's like a golf club. Here's something called National Historical Park. Not sure what kind of. Okay, this is Kona. Before it was Kalaoa. This is actually the city of Kona. Like the town. Now we're gonna head along the bad beaches, I would say, on the whole Hawaiian islands. Well, from what I heard. Why does it look like an old decommissioned runway? It easily might have been. It easily might have been the runway. And yes, I'm using the autopilot because I'm here to relax. Trust me, there's enough of the hand flying with this aircraft to not utilize the advantages of modern automation. Well, modern how? Very relatively and simplified modern. A lot of golf courses here, which makes total sense. A big reporting point seemed to be Captain Cook Monument. Let's see if we're gonna spot it. Yep, that looks like a golf course. I guess there are a lot of them. Oil pressure, temperature, and everything else is in the green. Something to look out for, since we already had an incident with it. Incorrectly placed American flag. Actually, it should be a pretty easy fix. Hey Reggie, welcome back. We're just flying and hanging out along the beach of the big Hawaiian island. Okay, Captain Cook Monument seemed to be somewhere in this lagoon. Oh yeah. East Coast storms are something else. Copy that, Reiki. I assume in general, like not now, but the other times. You don't stream is if I understand correctly. Okay, here we are. Here should be the Captain Hook Monument. Copy that, Reggie. Okay, that seemed to be a weird representation of Captain Hook Monument. The Captain Cook Monument. Sorry. I said something really stupid. Because this is definitely not how it looks in real life. I'm pretty sure of it. Not too bad, Reggie, not too bad. Okay, let's see if we can find something about this thing. Monument. Captain Cook Monument on the Big Island. Which is the Captain James Cook. The site of the Hawaiian Islands. Spotted the island of Hawaiian. Aha. Yeah. This is where actually his life was sadly ended. Hello, no, I'm actually not, because by the amount of the things there, I couldn't justify flying that far, and frankly, I'm a little bit tired. So I'm just gonna turn around and terminate at Kona. I mean, you can try to convince me to visit Hilo. Because, well, if there's something that's really worth checking out, I definitely might. Okay, so the National Historical Park seemed to be in the memory of Captain Hook. No, Ricky, sorry, it's just a little bit too far. I mean, if I would be flying, for example, a Centurion or 182, I think I would do it, because we will get there faster, and generally speaking, we would be able to just jump the volcanoes especially with a turbo engine. But definitely not in a Skyhawk. Okay, the VOR seem to be 112.1. 112.1. We're gonna just go direct to it. Some kind of settlement. Here it is. In a perfectly sensible shape. I wonder what that means. Some kind of street pattern. Active sky weather reloads are getting weirder. Oh well. Yeah, I know. This is that's the normal forex plane. Something they weren't able to work around. Something actually Xenviro developers were able to do something with, but honestly, with all the with all the other Xenviro problems, it's just not enough. Okay, that seemed to be the so-called street pattern. Yeah, just a little settlement. Kind of factory here. The clouds right now, their volumetric clouds, look like shaving cream. that was frozen and turned into ice on the edges. Not to mention that close up, they look. I don't know how to describe it. Long story short, well, that's a good proof of concept. As Miss Copilot said, that's a good proof of concept that volumetric clouds could be injected into explain. That's all it does. That's all it's good for. Right. We got to this settlement. After Kauna Point, we will turn around and head to our destination. Okay. Directional gyros seem to be relatively correct. For what exactly? Nah, I don't like that. I prefer to be relatively realistic there. I mean, this is something that I'm gonna have to deal with real life, most likely. So, why not have a practice? Okay, no coral reefs to be seen. Welcome to Kauna Point, everyone. I think it's time to turn around and head for the hotel. And for the hotel in Kona, where are we gonna stay for the night? Let the plane do the job for us. Doing a standard turn. Empty. Okay. Switch to the nav mode. And let's climb to 3000. It's gonna be 3000. Gonna be this is gonna be the altitude holding mode. Not overspeed the engine. What looks like a reasonable maximum RPMs. Everything's still in green. .6 volts. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna fix this American flag. It's really bothering me. Someone is doing some kind of island hopping. Ouch. Sorry for that glitch. In a 732 slant echo. What's slant echo? Excuse me. Okay, let's ask pilotage. Maybe it will give us some explanation. Okay, not sure about that. Should we ask them? Hawaiian Airlines 11778. Wait. Let's see if we're gonna get some kind of response. And look, home base is Philadelphia. Be a virtual airline. Mistake. Oh my. They all are a bit jittery. That's uncalibrated instruments in Reality Expansion Pack. The only one I actually have calibrated is the RPM indicator. Is the tachometer. Because it was really bad. Others I just left as they are. Well, the setting is called simply we are out to Flying Club. That's what I'm using for this plane for this vacation to simulate renting a plane in a not perfect condition. And in maintenance report there will be an option to calibrate most of the instruments. I think they introduced it in 4.0. Although I might be mistaken. And they went offline. Alright. Same coders. Log. economy integration. Pushback. Okay, version 4 is economy system. Okay, have... Oh, we're at 2000, okay. We won't climb to 3000 because the clouds. We need to stay clear of them. Right, let's see. What is gonna be... What was the update that introduced the instruments calibration? Okay. Hold on. Percent change log. Very interesting. Oh, here it is. From 3.5, they introduced the instruments were out. Yeah, I was mostly curious myself. Okay, let's see if anything is gonna happen. Oh, slant delta. They were flying slant delta. Which is slant delta is no transponder with DME. This is weird. I'm pretty sure they meant slant alpha. And they are heading to Barber's Point, which is... well, knows where. Anyway, we're the only arriving into the corner. So I think we can just go ahead and make straight in, or whatever gonna be the best for arrival.
Papa Hotel Kilo Oscar Airport information Kilo 0000 Zulu weather wind 201 at 12 visibility 10 sky condition 2300 scattered 4500 scattered ceiling 7000 broken temperature 282.23 altimeter 2998 advise on initial contact you have information Kilo
998.
Papa
Excuse me?
Papa Hotel Kilo Oscar Airport information Lima 0000 Zulu weather wind 201 at 12 visibility 10 sky condition
201 at 12. 201 at 12. Runway 17, I guess. Runway 17 is gonna be our best bet. Right traffic, okay. Seven, right traffic. Okay. No FBOs detected. Okay, they are both on the southern side. Let's make right traffic into runway 17. Lights are on. Fuel pump not required. Mixture is in. Elevation 47. Therefore 1000 knots. Traffic pattern. Completely unnecessary. Nav lights for general aviation are required only in the nighttime. In the daytime, the strobes and the beacon are sufficient. Well, and in reduced visibility, of course. Also, we have landing and taxi lights, so should be more than enough. I mean, in some areas they are required. For example, flying in SoCal airspace, like especially to enter the special flight rules area over Los Angeles International, requires you to have the navigation lights enabled at all times. But generally, it's not a requirement. Okay, flaps going down to 10. Everything else is fine. Here's our threshold. Reggie, if you are flying on VATSIM, I really recommend you joining VATSTAR. You can read the description in the info panels below. It's a great online flight school for authorized training organization for VATSIM, and a lot of instructors are the real world pilots. Most of the things I know now I learned from them, so this is definitely something to look into. Okay, base, flaps 20. That was actually perfect. Flaps 30. Okay. Waiting the speed. And welcome to Kona. Flaps up. Oh, I see you, Reggie. I sadly got into trouble. I sadly had a slowly going legal conflict with the Russian IVO division, and it only recently was resolved because in a sense that I'm finally got my account, got my older account on not real name deleted. Yeah, thanks guys. So I'm definitely not returning to IVO. I heard there are some. I heard some good things about IVO, but to be honest, they a bit outweighed the problems I had with them. So I'm gonna stick to VATSIM and to Pilot Edge. Okay. Here's the fire station, the terminal. Here seem to be the FBO. Here's where we are heading. Strobes off, landing lights off. So it's not really relevant at this point. Right. Oh, that's what they call V1 taxi. But for knots. Nice looking terminal. And that's the general aviation area and the FBO. I understand, Reggie, I understand. Okay. Absolutely, Reggie. I completely agree with you. Okay, Ken, thanks for being with us. Thanks for joining us. And have a nice evening. Okay. Oh, absolutely. Taxi lights off. Avionics off. Actually, wait a minute. Transponder off. Avionics off. Engine stopped. Master and magnetos off. Thanks for the follow, Reggie. Welcome to the agency. And everyone, welcome to Kona. Let's take a short tour around the airport. This attention to details on the emergency vehicles, by the way, is kind of a signature thing of the airports made by NAPS. NAPS, the person who made the NAPS library, and they made also quite a few of good airport sceneries. The what is it called? Our departure point, the Kahului airport was made by him too, and it actually has a proper fire trucks from Kahului airport. And this is the Kona airport by the same person. As you can see, all the buildings are custom made. Really unusual for the airport. I really like this layout and the site of the terminal. Really original. And hey, a police car. Oh, ouch. It was unasked for. SF MacDill Auxiliary Airport Police. This is interesting. Okay, guys. Time to tie down the plane. Oh, actually, I promised to show the calibration. Here it is. Here's the instruments calibration panel. I decided not to touch them to give the plane this kind of character. But for now, this is their state. Okay, so everyone, thanks for hanging around. Thanks for flying with me. And good night, everyone. See you tomorrow in the morning Hawaiian time. This one I'm not gonna be skipping. And we'll see you then. Good night. And we're gonna say hi to Dave the 757 spy. I believe he's still flying his historical flight. Nope. He is finished. Okay, let's just jump to Val do this stream. I don't remember any kind of bad content by Val, so here you go.
Oh, Agent just hosted me. I'm just about to leave. Agent.